Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we pull back the curtain on corporate filings to reveal what is really going on behind the fancy jargon. Today, we are diving into an amendment from the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh, and let me tell you, it is all about who is sitting at the head of the table for their committees. This isn't your typical financial report, but it gives us a peek into how important decisions are made within this financial institution. It is an update to a previous filing, and the main point is to tell us about the board of directors and their committee assignments for the upcoming year, 2026. Think of it as musical chairs for the folks who steer the ship, but with much higher stakes. So, what is the big news here? It is about who will be leading key committees. The board approved some specific roles for a few key people, and then laid out the assignments for everyone else. It's like assigning captains and players to different teams within the company. The date we are looking at for these decisions is the 11th of December, 2025. Let's start with Joseph W. Major. He is not just a director, he is the founder, chairman, and CEO of the Victory Bank. For the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh, he is stepping up to lead the Enterprise Risk Management Committee. That is a crucial role. As this committee is all about identifying and managing the big dangers the bank might face, he is also taking on the vice chair role for the Governance and Public Policy Committee, which means he'll have a hand in shaping how the bank interacts with regulators and the public. Plus, he'll be part of the Human Resources and the Executive Committees. Then we have Thomas H. Murphy, who brings a wealth of experience from the University of Pennsylvania as their Chief Transformation Officer. He is going to be the chair of the Operational Risk Committee. This committee focuses on the risks associated with the bank's day-to-day operations, like making sure systems are running smoothly and processes are efficient. Has also joining the Governance and Public Policy Committee, the Enterprise Risk Management Committee, and the Executive Committee. It sounds like he's going to be very busy shaping the bank's future. Charles B.C. Rawford Jr., Chairman and CEO of Hyperion Bank, will be serving on the Audit Committee. This is super important. The Audit Committee oversees the financial reporting process, internal controls, and the independent auditors. He'll also be on the Finance Committee and the Enterprise Risk Management Committee. Having him on these vital committees shows a commitment to rigorous oversight. Now, let's break down the whole committee structure for 2026. Starting with the Audit Committee, James V. Dionyse is the chair, and Blanche L. Jackson is the vice chair. Other members include Nathaniel S. Bonnell, Charles B.C. Rawford Jr., and Angel L. Helm. This team is tasked with ensuring the bank's financial statements are accurate and that there are strong internal checks and balances in place. Next up, the Enterprise Risk Management Committee. As we mentioned, Joseph W. Major is the chair and Cheryl L. Jordan is the vice chair. The report clarifies that this is a committee of the whole board, meaning all directors are members. This highlights the immense importance the bank places on understanding and managing every conceivable risk. The Finance Committee will be led by Angel L. Helm as chair, with James V. Dionyse as vice chair. Nathaniel S. Bonnell and Charles B.C. Rawford Jr. are also on this committee. This group likely handles crucial decisions regarding the bank's financial strategies, investments, and overall financial health. For the Governance and Public Policy Committee, Dr. Howard B. Slaughter Jr. is the chair. Joseph W. Major will serve as vice chair, and Cheryl L. Jordan and Thomas H. Murphy are also members. This committee is all about the bank's ethics, compliance and how it engages with the broader community and regulatory bodies. The Human Resources Committee, also involving the Office of Minority and Women Inclusion, or OMWI, has Jean M. Vidoni as chair and Romulo L. Diaz Jr. Esquire as vice chair, Joseph W. Major and Cheryl L. Jordan are also on this committee. They'll be focused on the bank's people, policies, and diversity initiatives. Then we have the Member Credit and Community Investment Committee with Glenn R. Brooks as chair and Blanche L. Jackson as vice chair. Romulo L. Diaz Jr., Esquire, and Jane M. Vidoni round out this group. This committee likely deals with how the bank serves its members and supports community development. As mentioned before, Thomas H. Murphy is the chair of the Operational Risk Committee with Glenn R. Brooks as vice chair. Dr. Howard B. Slaughter Jr. is also a member. This committee ensures the bank's day operations are running smoothly and efficiently, minimizing the chance of errors or disruptions. Finally, the Executive Committee, which is essentially the top decision-making body. Brendan J. McGill is the chair. Louise M. Hurlol is the vice chair. Members include Glenn R. Brooks, James V. Dionyse, Angel L. Helm, Joseph W. Major, Thomas H. Murphy, Dr. Howard B. Slaughter Jr., and Jean M. Vidoni. This is the core group that will guide the bank's most significant strategies. Adding to this leadership picture, Brendan J. McGill has been re-elected as board chair for another 2-year term, from the 1st of January 2026 to the 31st of December 2027. Similarly, Louise M. Hurley will continue as board vice chair for the same period. They are voting members of the Executive and Enterprise Risk Management Committees, and they also have advisory roles in other committees without voting power. This continuity at the top signals a stable leadership direction. Now, looking at this filing, it is not about financial performance in the traditional sense, but about the governance structure, which is the bedrock of any successful financial institution. The real story here is the intentional way these leaders are being placed on committees. They are assigning individuals with relevant experience like Mr. Major to risk management and Mr. Murphy to operational risk. Having strong leaders in these specific roles is critical for a bank. It means they are thinking about potential problems before they happen and putting the right people in charge to handle them. The fact that the Enterprise Risk Management Committee is a committee of the whole board shows that managing risk is a top priority for every single director. This is a good sign of proactive management. However, the strength of these assignments ultimately depends on the effectiveness of these individuals and their ability to collaborate. While the filing details who is on which committee, it doesn't tell us how well they will work together, or if they have the deep expertise needed to navigate today's complex financial landscape. The election of Mr. McGill and Ms. Hurler provides stability, but we'll have to wait and see how they and their newly appointed committee leaders perform in their roles. The risk here is that while the structure looks good on paper, execution is what truly matters. Alright, that is our breakdown of the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh's latest filing focusing on their board and committee assignments. What is your take on these leadership changes and what they signal for the bank's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more exclusive content and discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.